I thought it'd be fun to talk about my method for grading compositions and using Vim leader keys. First off, I use this script, Vim comp mark word count 150. In my 1 or 2 class, they do a composition. Their compositions are a minimum of 150 words. So I put everything in a text file, and so I loop through all of their submissions, and I mark the 150 at 150 words. And that way when I auto grade it later, which uses another bash script, it knows where to stop counting off points, because I don't reduce points after the 150th word. Now if it's short, then points are reduced accordingly. And so I'm going to go to my desktop, and I got this. This is not a real student. It was auto-generated using ChatGPT. Oh, I need to run that. Comp mark word count 150. 101 does a 100-word composition, and 201 does a 200-word composition, so that's why I have to specify 150. So I mark it, and then we go to graded, and then we open John Smith's file, and I need to show my keys now. And so I'll show you how I use my Vim leader keys here. El verano pasado. So what I do is I mark up the composition. And here we'll say WF for word form. This is wrong. Verano es una palabra masculina, pasado. It has to modify accordingly. Ir vacaciones, nos quedamos, word form error, en un hotel bonito cerca. We could do SP there, spelling error. So basically I go through the composition, I mark everything. By the way, that you need a space there. We'll do SP there for spelling error. And so ChatGPT, this is interesting. ChatGPT did not want to produce a composition for me with errors already done, so I had to add in the errors. So you get down here, there aren't really any errors. So that gives you the idea. I add in my marks. Here are the marks on my syllabus, using nothing but Vim leader keys. Now, if it's an advanced error, I use parentheses, or if it's an error past the 150 word mark, it's not counted off according to my script. So I'm gonna close it. And so what the students do is they, in class, after I return it, they revise according to the marks. And then they submit their revision. Then I give them more detailed feedback. But it's important for learning where you have to work at it and figure the thing out. So now I'm in the graded directory. I've graded this composition. So now I do comp, calculate grade 150. And here we go up a directory, cat comp grades, and there were apparently 5 errors that I marked there. So we go to graded, and then we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they got 95. Let's look at the Vim leader keys. So here they are. So my leader key is right up above here is a space. So I do space, then AD, and that punches that in. So this is for efficiency. You got to keep in mind I'm going through a lot of these, and it's a lot of work to go into insert mode. Bracket, which is a stretch, and then type the letters, and then another bracket, then I have to stretch again. So this makes it more efficient. I can pretty much grade like 90% of it using nothing but leader keys. And I remember these, and I can just fly through it. And then I run my script at the end to calculate the grade. It was interesting. Ones that I think have to do with like E goes to the end of the word, they actually work slower. So I had to kind of play with it a little bit, and that's something I discovered on my own. I'm going to show you how I calculate the grade. This one's a little more simple. Indent. If it's a giant loop like that, I usually don't bother indenting. So what do? I go through and I count I'm not going to get caught up in the details because this is about the Vim leader keys and how you can use Vim leader keys. I like to put spaces there between my pipes. And then we count. I put it all on each error on its own line. Then I count it. And then I just subtract. And this would be if they are short on the composition. So, and then I write each student's to comp grades. Then I can just punch it in. And so this system has saved me a lot of time. That's what's beautiful about computers. You can take every step that can be automated, and with enough effort, time, knowledge, etc., you can automate it, and you take out the boring stuff and the error-prone stuff. All right, hope you enjoyed this.